Hello, online crew, and Merry Christmas to you. I did share with you all that I wasn't going live on my normal scheduled lives until sort of the 6th, 7th January, depending on your time zone, but here I am. So this is not a normal scheduled live. I don't know if anyone will jump on, but I just wanted to, because I've just hosted a webinar anyway, I just wanted to jump on and say Merry Christmas to all of you and just give you a little bit of a tip. Before I get, I am having a bit of a break, but, and I'll be back on my normal live video schedule on the 6th, 7th of January, depending on what time zone you are. Some of that, it'll be Monday the 6th. For some of you, like in the Australian time zone, it'll be Tuesday the 7th. But I'm just randomly going live because I want to share a couple of tips with you. So hopefully you'll catch the replay of this, if not live. So I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. I certainly did. Busy, lots of food, but, a great time. And we're coming up to New Year's, in the next few days. So I really hope you have a wonderful new entry into New Year's, whatever that you're doing and how you're celebrating. But let's make 2025 a really good year, hey? So there's just a few things that I want to share with you before we get to 2025. So I thought I'd take this opportunity just to jump on randomly and share with you a few things that are really going to be critical to your success online in 2025. And I know for a lot of you, you really want to step it up in 2025. You want to get better results than you did in 2024. So for you to do that, there's going to be some things that you really want to concentrate on. So I've got three main things for you that I really think you need to concentrate on if you want to up your success in 2025 in the social media space, the online space, building a business online. And in our space, I mean like social selling, network marketing, MLM. You want to build a business of that nature, but capitalize on doing it online because you don't want to hassle your family and friends, okay? The first thing is, and I've talked about this for years, but it's never more important than it is right now, moving into, 2025, is whatever your personal brand is. Like, have you got that nailed down? What is your personal story? What is it with the products, if you're in a product-based business, or the service, or the business opportunity, whatever you're concentrating on? What is your personal story around that? You are your biggest asset. In this industry, we are in a relationship business. So it's your human connection with as many people as possible that you need to make to start conversations, to then convert those conversations to like a product or a service or a business opportunity. So what I would be thinking about, while you're having some downtime over Christmas, is really, what is my story? What is my story? Where was I before I came across this solution? And, what's the journey I'm on now? I find a lot of people get really caught up with the fact that they're not where they want to be yet. So you get this imposter syndrome, or you overthink it. It's like, well, I'm on a weight loss journey, but I haven't lost the weight yet, so I can't talk about weight loss. Or I'm building a business online through social media, but I haven't really got any results yet, so I can't talk about that. It's like, yes, you can. You're on a journey. So talk about the journey and share your story, because it's the only thing that you really own in this industry, because you don't own, the products. You didn't make them. You don't distribute them. You don't even dictate the pricing, any of that. It's beyond your control. All of that is beyond your control. So what is in your control? It's how you show up. It's how you come to the table. It's what you share. It's your story and your journey. So what really is that? So that's going to be super, super important for you in 2025. You may even look to some leaders in your company and try to mirror what they're doing. Use it as a guide, yes, but don't do what somebody else is doing just because you don't know really what you're doing. You've got your own story. So what is your story? You really want to bring that to the forefront on social media, because that's what's going to set you apart from others, even within the same company, is your story. So what I find, a lot of us that are traditionally trained, I'm not sure whether you've done a lot of attraction marketing training, social media training, but what's drummed into us a lot that have done a lot of training online is give value, give value, give value, give value. And yes, you need to give value, but you don't want to just give value. You want to give value with your story, intertwined with your story. That's going to be what's different in 2025. So how do you give value? And not just, there are some people that have done really well with just selling, like on TikTok, sell, and done really well with that, even going live on TikTok, those kind of things. But in 2025, that's not going to work as much anymore with just the selling. It's really weaving in some value-based information around your story. So that's the number one thing that I would be thinking about for yourself is what's your story, what's your journey, what is it that you can bring to the table. Secondly, with that is going to be going live video, live TikToks, live on Instagram, live on Facebook, talking type videos in your stories. Is you need to show up more genuinely, authentically you. So things like, Canva and created content, they're great and they'll always have their place, but weaving in live video. So if you've been avoiding that, that's what I would look to improve in 2025 is how do you show up more live? Like what I'm doing now. I'm doing a live video. No one knows I'm going live. I didn't announce I'm going live, but I'm sharing some tips with you. So doing live video like this. So for some of you, you would have done my live video challenges late last year. It's still this year. It's still 2024 at the timing of this video. Like when I do another live video challenge, if live video is something that you're struggling with, then I would jump on one of those challenges. I'll probably do one earlier, like in the new year. So live video on Facebook, live video on Instagram, live on TikTok. So TikTok, if you're on that platform, it's generally uploading videos that are already like pre-recorded in some way, but there is a live option on TikTok, and that's what I would be looking at, and that's what I'm going to be concentrating on in my own personal business is I did do them, I've done them previously, but I kind of fallen off the bandwagon as we tend to do when we get busy and I do lots of things, is live video on TikTok. So I would be looking at that, but again, giving value and selling within your journey and your story. Okay. Hey, Laurie, good to see you on. Happy holidays. Thank you for sort of coming across me live. This was an unannounced live, but I hope you've had a beautiful Christmas and that you'll have a great new year. So thank you for saying hello. And so that's the second one. The third one is letting down some walls and being genuinely and authentically you more in stories everywhere. So stories on Facebook, stories on Instagram, the stories feature on TikTok, anywhere that you see kind of like a story short form content is showing up more like you. As I said before, we're in a relationship business and people buy with people that they know, like, and trust. So you need to get them to know you, like you, and trust you. And how you do that is share valuable information within, like, around your story, whatever that story is, around your life. So this is what's going to work in 2025. So if you've got a whole lot of walls up, you're going to need to break them down. If you're not going live anywhere, that's something that you're going to want to address. And if you still haven't nailed your own kind of personal story, personal brand, then that's something that you're going to want to nail sooner rather than later in 2025 as well. So the combination of those three things is really what's going to help you stand out from the crowd, because it's becoming more and more and more predominant and prevalent that we need to stand out as our own individuals. Not just giving value on a particular topic that you think people might need to hear. How does that weave in with your story, your experience? What are you sharing? from your perspective, whether that's product, service, or business. Does that make sense? So I would be taking note of those three things that I've just mentioned and really working on those to ensure that you can 1111 in my part of the world anyway. I don't know what it is with numbers, but it's amazing how you can just look up and just 1111. Good things are going to happen in 2025 for all of us. Okay, so I would definitely concentrate on those three things. The other thing I want to share with you, and if you're in my communities, that you would be seeing this, and I spoke about it, last week before Christmas, is that if you need all the practical training, like stop watching free training and just not doing anything with it. Like, you need practical training, you need in-depth training, you need to be doing the do. Okay. And I just want to share with you again that those that are in my online crew coaching community, that's where we do the practical training. That's where I share my phone on the screen. I like push this button, push that button. That's where I share, scripts and things. Not that I'm a fan of scripts, but I do realize that a lot of you don't know how to talk to people on social media when you get into Messenger. You're all freeze up when it comes to conversations with prospects. So all that conversations training, Reels training, TikTok training, networking, prospecting, recruiting, personal branding, content creation, getting it organized, a DMO, time blocking, all of that kind of stuff. All of that training is in my coaching community. So for those of you that are already in my coaching community, go and look for the training that you need. What are you falling down on? Is it content? Is it branding? Is it getting it organized? Is it recruiting? What is it? Like, go to the specific training. For those of you that are not in my coaching community, I seriously, suggest that you look at this and get into that coaching community before the 31st of December, because the prices are going up on the 1st of January. So I just want to show you, because I know some of you just don't know what that's about. In my coaching community, I just want to show you all of this that's included, okay? You get into my coaching community and there's a training roadmap to social selling success. So behind this graphic here, all of my training is categorized in these categories. Personal, the light's not going to go. Personal development, personal brand, planning, producing content, which is Reels, TikTok, stories, like everything to do with producing content. We've got prospecting and recruiting. We've got positioning and building influence and promotion, which is like Facebook advertising and stuff like that. All my training that I've ever done is categorized under all these headings. So you could go to prospect and recruiting, click in there, and then all the trainings that I've done with prospecting and recruiting is all in here. So what's the first one? Active and passive prospecting strategies to grow your business, part 1. Part 2, this is training I just did a few weeks ago, and this is gold. Active and passive prospecting. If you're not getting leads and you're not prospecting, like if you haven't got endless amounts of people to talk to, you should be prospecting, but we want to prospect in an authentic way. We want to know how to talk to people, what to say to people, how to lead them into, potentially buying a product or a business. Learn the most effective follow-up strategies. Some of you are really bad at follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. The best places to find your perfect prospects to friend request. This is just one heading, prospecting and recruiting. Okay, if I go back, so all my content is it's in the training roadmap. But the one underneath it, it's all categorized by when I did it. So every training, from my latest training to my oldest training, is all by order that I did them. So you can either find it by category or you can find it by time, one of the other. So all this training is in the coaching community ready for you. Okay. And then, look at all of this. If you become an annual member and get 2 months off, look at all you get. You get the boot camps, monthly members get them as well. So we've got Lead Generation Bootcamp, Lead Magnet Bootcamp, Reels Bootcamp, Personal Branding Bootcamp, AI Bootcamp, TikTok Bootcamp, attract prospects with freebies, learn how to do freebies. And then if you become an annual member, you get all of these other ones: Instagram, closing sales, what's working now, organic growth, email marketing, Facebook groups. Like it's all in here. So annual members get everything. Monthly members get some of those boot camps and all the like the training roadmap. And I've got an app with all of that on it as well. So you can just download the app and get access to everything through the app. My prices on my coaching community is going up on the 1st of January. So if you want to, existing members, don't freak out. You're grandfathered in. You're already grandfathered in at the cheaper prices. But new members, you want to get it. You can get in for $1 and have a look around for a few days. You've still got a few days before the end of the month and work out whether you want to stay. I did forget. So here's where you get the information. HelenMartinOnline.com/join online crew coaching. You can either join the monthly or the annual. If you join the annual, you get access to every training that I've ever done. It unlocks everything for you and you get 2 months for free. If you're a monthly member, you'll get the training roadmap, the weekly one, and some of the boot camps, but not all of the boot camps. Okay, so get in. You will not find somebody that gives as much practical training, and like there's over 10 grand's worth of practical training in there for you. So if you're ready to up your game in 2025 and get access to Reels, TikTok, stories, conversations, prospecting and recruiting, branding, getting organized, content, planning, time blocking, DMO, templates galore. It's all there for you if you're ready to stop, mucking around and, getting the job done in 2025. Okay, so it's there for you anyway to take advantage of. But I just thank you, Christina. Love that roadmap. I just want to share that with you because I don't want you to miss the opportunity of getting grandfathered in at 2024 prices before it goes up in 2025. Okay. So back to what I was sharing with this video. This is going to be the key to your success online in 2025. The 3 things I mentioned at the beginning of this video, that is what I would be working on, straight away moving into 2025. You're going to have to work on those 3 things to be successful online in this industry come into 2025. If you don't, you're going to get left behind, and we don't want that to happen for you. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it there. If you found this video, thank you for watching. As I said, this video was unannounced. I said I wasn't going to go live for 2 weeks, and here I am. So I won't be live on my normal schedule next week, but I will be the week after. It's the 6th or the 7th, depending on what time zone you are around the world. But don't forget, this opportunity will finish by the 31st of December. So I hope what I shared with you gives you food for thought about what to concentrate online in 2025, because that is going to be critical to your success. Okay, so have an amazing entry into 2025, whatever you're doing on New Year's Eve. I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you have a safe entry into 2025. And I look forward to seeing you guys live on my normal schedule again, either the 6th or the 7th of January. Bye.